Morning everyone. I made a video of this a few days ago and it was complete rubbish. I didn't know how to use my camera. I'm a bit thick like that. But anyway, this is my E36 M3 Evolution 3.2 petrol. It's my pride and joy. I bought it about 6 months ago. You can't really see it very well because it's in a garage. I'll try and get a better view if you can see that, if the sun's not in the way. So basically it's a bit of a restoration project for myself. I bought it because I always wanted one. I had an old, like many of you I'm sure that are watching this video, had some sort of 318 or 325 or 323 or whatever they were, 328s, and I had a 318 IS E36 and I loved it, and it was in Boston green. This one is in green, but I can't remember the exact colour code of it. It's not Boston green. It was only used for one particular year, and that was the last year of the 36 M3 that you could get it. I bought it off a guy down south. It's really good nick. Body's really straight. There's hardly any rust, if any. The arches are, don't know whether you can see it very well, but the arches are immaculate. The body works great. There's a few swirl marks on the bonnet, but you know, nothing major, and that's why I bought it, because I have a mechanic's background. I'm not a mechanic anymore, but I had a mechanic's background. I did my trade through an apprenticeship, and that's my passion. I'm not particularly brilliant at it, but I love it. It's my passion. I'm sure, like many of you, sort of weekend passion. But yeah, so I bought it to do the mechanical side of things. I am going to get the body professionally, you know, treated, buffed up, paint cut, and put that shine, that showroom shine back on it. But inside it's really good nick. Everything in the interior is standard, apart from that Pioneer head unit, which I don't particularly like, but it came from the previous owner, because it's got the sort of phone charging port and the Bluetooth, and I understand that it's more up to date and you can use your phone with it, but I don't particularly like it. Yeah, so inside the seats are lovely. There's no tears, rips or anything like that. All the walnut dash is in good nick, no cracks. Like I said, this is why I bought it. It was very good. It's got full BMW service history from new. Everything's been done by BMW. But yeah, anyway, it's a restoration project. I had it on the road for a week and it was fantastic. I thought I'd treat myself just to a week of driving it around when I bought it, and it was brilliant. So far what I've done is I've had all the subframe out, the back end, dropped it all out, and I'll try and put some pictures up of that. But I dropped the subframe out, did all the bushes on the, don't know whether you can see them, all the bushes on the back end. Totally refurbed the caliper, new piston seals. It's all been repainted. Same with the diff. Everything's been cleaned and painted, and all the bushes replaced. It's got, as you can see, non-standard shocks. He replaced them with Bilstein. I think that's how you pronounce it. The shocks, slightly lower ride by about 15 or 25 mil at the back and 35 at the front. Standard exhaust, obviously new back box. Yeah, everything's standard apart from those shocks, which I can live with. They're not too hard, they handle well. The wheels are in good nick, apart from obviously this one. which has been curved just there, but the rest of the wheels seem to be very well kept. They could do with a clean, obviously. The whole car could. It's been sat in this garage for 5 months now. Back end, good condition, no bubbling, rust or anything like that. But yeah, so I'm basically working my way through front to back. I've done all the gear linkage because a lot of these suffer from worn gear sticks. Obviously, because it's an old car, that, you know, it's commonplace, but the bushes in it tend to get really slack, and it just makes the driving experience just that little bit less you know, precise, and doesn't make the car feel like the quality car that it is. So it's a fairly cheap repair. I think it cost me about £120 for all the bushes and linkage that were worn out. I've also done the clutch master cylinder, because the standard clutch master cylinder comes with a plastic push rod, which you can't see because I've put it all back together, but yeah, so when you used to press the pedal, it was sort of a 2-stage. You'd go down sort of a third and then it would engage properly, but it'd feel like it was engaging straight away. These suffer badly from low clutch pedals anyway, because the stock system runs a flexi hose to the slave cylinder, clutch slave cylinder, which over time just loses its strength and swells. So when you depress the pedal, it expands, giving you sort of, you know, taking all your pedal travel out, so it's not actually engaging the clutch. It's had a new clutch about 6 months ago. When I bought it, it was still fairly low, but it's had the steel pipe put in to the clutch slave cylinder, and then obviously the only last thing it could be was the clutch master cylinder. And yeah, for sure, I took it out, and the push rod was elongated where the pin goes through, and it gave me that sort of false pedal. It's lovely now. It rides about halfway down, really smooth, real good repair. I'm pleased with that one. Apart from that, I'll show you the engine. I'm sure you all know what it looks like, but this is, as I say, all standard, very clean, always been serviced by BMW. Had his inspection too about 18 months ago, with all the valves reshimmed, sorry, all the tappets adjusted. So yeah, it's lovely. Vanos is, touch wood, it's fine. It's all been inspected. It's had a Vanos test when I bought it. I bought it from, like I say, a guy down south, who happened to live near Munich Legends, which are quite a prestigious, well-known BMW specialist. So I got it sent there for a full inspection before I bought it to see what their thoughts were, and they called me up and said it was within one of the top 10% E36 M3s that they've seen, and they advised me that it was a good purchase, so hence why I bought it, and it is so far. I mean, I love it. Like I said, I've only had it on the road for 6 months, but for a week, but I've had it for 6 or 7 months now. I don't like it just sat here. I haven't bought it just to sit. I've bought it to use and enjoy. But at the minute, I'm just starting on the front, so I don't know if the sun's blocking this. So I've started with the wishbones off, because one of the ball joints, the middle ball joint, have worn out. So I've got new wishbones for that. They're off. I've got new tie rods and track rod ends, because there's a slight play in the inner ball joint on the, I think it was on the near side that Munich Legends reported on, so I'm just obviously doing them both. The calipers are in need of a good refurb, so I'm going to take them off and strip them down and sort that out. But yeah, in general, it's a lovely car, and I'm doing each step by step. Obviously it needs a good four-wheel alignment after this, because I've had all the back end out. But anyway, yeah, I will update as I go on. I've found a slight oil leak, which Munich Legends did report on. We think it's coming from the back of the rocker cover, but it's only minor, but I will be inspecting that and having a look. But if anyone has any questions on anything that maybe I've mentioned that I've done and that I can help you with, or if anyone could advise me on anything to look for and double check, then I'd be grateful. But currently at the minute, yeah, that's where I am, and I'll update in about a week or so. Cheers guys.